Howdy, folks. It's been a while. I haven't made a video in a very long time. But I feel like video needs to be made because it's based on an idea I had that I couldn't let go of. And if I sit on an idea for long enough and it still makes me all excited and passionate and stuff, then it's an idea that is supposed to be fleshed out. But it came to me in the weirdest place ever. It came to me while I was walking in a grocery store. And then but it wasn't fully formed. Like, I had the vague notion of what I was trying to say, but I couldn't articulate it. So then I came home. I don't know if it was like that day, a couple of days later, or whatever, and I saw this same thought that I had, because no thoughts are original, fleshed out on Instagram or Twitter, or a screenshot of Twitter on Instagram. And I was like, okay, the universe is trying to tell you something. And you need to listen, and you need to tell people your brain thoughts. But, some of you are going to be familiar with this metaphor, I'm absolutely sure. Would not surprise me. But it's great to hear it again. And if you haven't heard it, it's fun. But we're going to take it further than the way it was presented. So basically what it was saying is, see this bottle of water. It's about 50 cents in a grocery store, 35p or whatever. But if you take this same bottle of water and you buy it in the gym, it's £1. If you buy it on a train, it's like £2, $2. If you buy it on a plane, it's $6 or something. I don't know, I haven't flown in forever. And then the point is that the only thing that changes its value, the water's value, is the location. And sometimes when you're feeling really bad about yourself or down on yourself or low self-worth, it could just be your location, the people surrounding, the environment around you. Not always the people, but maybe you need to go to a location where you're higher valued. And that's very cool. But I'm going to take this a step further, if you will indulge me. But at the end of the day, in this bottle, this very bad for the environment plastic bottle, although it is made with 30% recycled pieces, but still not a big fan of plastic bottles. At the end of the day, whether it's in this or you put it in a glass bottle and put fancy modern fonts on it and you sell it in a high-end store for £8, $8. Or you put it in this lovely water bottle, which is stainless steel. Or you put it in a brightly colored package and you say, this is water from some place. I don't know. At the end of the day, it's just water. All water comes from the same water cycle. So it's just boring water. Just plain, run-of-the-mill, everyday water. Except for one thing. Because that's what I started thinking. Life as we know it would cease to exist without water. The whole reason for most of the life on Earth is water. And if you want to take this metaphor literally, and you can if you're so inclined, humans are 75% water. But water, no matter how it's dressed up, no matter what sexy fonts are on the outside, doesn't matter if it's in stainless steel bottle, doesn't matter if, what its outside is. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're working class or if you're tough or if you wear bright colors. You see where I'm going with this? I hope so, because it's quite obvious. But at the end of the day, underneath it all, we're all just plain boring water. Except we're the most important thing on Earth. You are. And we have those times where we don't feel important. Everybody does. Like, I don't know anyone who's like, well, I mean, okay, maybe like really toxic, awful people are like, oh, I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread and everyone loves me. But we all have those days where, like, life sucks and no one talks to you. And even if they talk to you, you can tell they don't want to. They're bored, or whatever. Oh, and then you start internalizing it. Oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not, I'm too tall. I'm not tall enough. Or I'm too fat. I'm not curvy enough. I'm not feminine enough. I'm not masculine enough. I'm too feminine. I'm too masculine. Everyone has those thoughts. And then you start to think, what's my point? Why am I here? I'm not important, but you are. Because at the end of the day, you're the most important thing on earth. So, I guess what I'm saying is like the great Bruce Lee said, be like water. I mean, because technically you are. You're 75% water. So don't forget that. You're 75% water. You're the most important thing on earth. And I hope you remember that on your days where you're feeling bad. And if you like bright colors, wear bright colors. And if you like sexy modern suits, wear those. I don't know. Do whatever you want with your outsides. Because at the end of the day, in the insides, we're all the same.